YNABers, my name is Jesse Meekum, and this is podcast number 346 for YNAB, where we teach you 4 rules to help you stop living paycheck to paycheck, get out of debt, and save more money. When you are going to buy something, and this is usually more of the big ticket item kind of thing, it's important that you recognize the tertiary costs of the item. So you've done this fantastic analysis. You've looked hard and you're saying, I'm going to buy a boat. And you've done all the costs and you say, I'm going to use that boat every single weekend. And you've justified it in your mind. Then you have to look at all of the other costs associated with said boat. You have to register it. You have to maybe store it. You have to get a trailer for it. You have to get a cover for it, probably a custom cover for it. You have to get toys for it, toys you can pull behind it. You have to insure it. You have to maybe pay some kind of long-term storage for it. I don't know, I've never owned a boat. Those are just off the top of my head from a non-boat owner. I'll bet boat owners can tell me more. You have to treat it. You have to do some kind of winterizing of it. And then you have to just maintain it when it breaks. Tertiary costs. When I got my Tesla, I was floored, and I shouldn't have been, but I was floored to find out that my insurance costs, that before had been like $50 a month to insure 2 drivers, went up, doubled. It just doubled. So right there, I'm paying another $600 a year to drive a fancy pants car. There it is. Tertiary cost. What about when we got a little ding in the Tesla and had to have that fixed? It's more expensive. What about when you decide you're going to buy a BMW and now you have to use premium unleaded gasoline? Gasoline for the boat. What about that one? So a lot of the stuff, especially as you kind of ascend the ladder of, how should I say this? Not really luxury, but more discretionary items. Suddenly, things just start adding up. It's like everything you buy also needs to have the undercarriage treated. That's kind of the analogy for getting ripped off by the dealer. Oh, we got to do this sealant on the undercarriage or whatever. Or, oh, now the dash mats cost X. So you get a pool, maintain it, pumps, toys. I mean, gosh, what if you could even extend it further? What if you said, oh, and also we'll host more now so that'll be increased food costs. You could really take it a ways. What if you wanted to get into a new hobby and you said, oh, it's not that expensive. All I need is a lathe and I'll become a turner. And then you look and realize, oh, I should probably get some kind of a dust collection system. Ooh, and definitely a few more tools. And oh, I should take a couple classes. I'm not saying any of these purchases are wrong, not at all, especially about that turning class. But I am saying that there are a lot of the time a lot more costs that just kind of get attached to this supposed one-time cost kind of thing. You can apply the same thing to business. You can say, oh, we're going to have this new policy, and then suddenly that policy has costs, overhead, mental or otherwise, that are attached to it. Or, oh, we're going to work on this feature, and that feature has costs because it makes every other feature a little more complex later on. So there are these costs, these tertiary costs. And as you consider that, just know that they're all part of the game. The biggest one is a house. I shouldn't say biggest, but a large, very common one is the house. You say, oh man, we're renting, we're throwing away our money. And then, I don't know, are you? You get into a house and then suddenly you have to repair everything. Not that just you have to, but you want to. You want to improve it. You want to do a built-in bookcase. You want to do built-in bunk beds. You want to have a little weight room, so you add a squat rack and some weights, and you want the nice weights that don't make a ton of noise because you're in your house. So those are a little more expensive when they fall on the floor. Well, not when they fall, but they're more expensive when they do fall on the floor, it won't be as loud and they won't bounce as high and break some drywall. That's hypothetical perhaps, but one example. Homes, big cost. Here's one. I was trying to dehumidify one of the rooms, my storage room. So I had to buy a dehumidifier. Who would have thought, And jury's out if that thing's actually going to work or not. So write down, after all of your analysis that you've done, you're saying, this is the buy. I'm going to buy this car. Then write down all of the costs that you will incur because of that purchase. You will be amazed at how many crop up. Until next time, follow YNAB's 4 rules and you will win financially. You've never budgeted like this. Hey everyone, did you know that You Need a Budget is a book too? If you're looking for a wealth of inspiring success stories and guidance about how to use YNAB's 4 rules to make your money work for you, it's a must read. Pick up your copy at ynab.com/book.